Hi and welcome back to my channel. I'm Andy, a business owner based in Maidenhead. I help business owners become more productive through technology. Now, all-in-one workspace app Notion have just released their July update. So in this video, I'm going to go over these key features and how you can use them, including side peek for databases, link previews, and changes in how you create and manipulate columns. So we've got loads coming up, so let's get straight into it. First up, we've got changes to how you can view lines in databases. So I'm going to quickly jump to my here test page, and we can see that the first thing is all about database side peek. So here I've got a little example database set up, and here we've got a table view. Now, before, if you were to click this, it would open a page in the middle, which I'll show you in a minute. But here, if I just go and click on open, you can actually it says open in side peek. So if I click that, rather than opening in the middle of the program, it actually appears from the right-hand side. So it appears like a little tray. And what's great is that we've also got these up and down arrows, which we have had for a little time. If I just go and press the down arrow, it will then flick through each of the various line items in the database in that side peek view, rather than you having to jump out and jump in again to the center view, which we have had previously. That side peek, you'll see there are a few little buttons here at the top as well, but it's really great that you can keep things visible, and this is all active on your main page. So I can click here and I can click into the columns, so you can still use the page underneath whilst keeping this panel on the right hand side. So from here we've got this switch peek mode. So if I click on that, we can then move to center peek, and that's how we used to use it before with things in the middle. I can again switch back to side peek, or I could go to full page here as well. So that takes me, so that's a whole page as well. So that's side peek. It's straightforward, but it's a good little tool. You can also now change the defaults. So if I click out of that, within your database here on the right hand side, we've got our three dots. So if I go into there, we've got layout, which is currently table, and you can see that down the bottom we've got open pages in. So that's the default. So at the moment it's side peek, but I could change this to center peek. So if I then go and close that, if I go into one of our line items now, straight away it's going into the center peek, the center view, rather than the side peek. Just another thing, so it depends on the type of database setup that you've got. So for example, the default for a gallery is straight away in the middle, rather than being the side peek. And then if we go to board, I think this default is side peek actually. There you go. So it does vary a little bit, but you can change the default anyway. But that's the first update from Notion for July. The next one is all about how you format columns. So if you look here, I just wanted to quickly show you how you used to set up columns previously. So I've just got some example text here. And to make that into columns, you'd have to go and grab these 6 dots, move it to one side. So here we can see it moving to the right hand side. And you'd go and set up columns that way. In fact, this is in a toggle, so it's going to be a bit trickier. However, now there are various things that you can do. So if I go into where it's got the slash command, if I just press / and then col, here we can just create straight away various columns. So if I create 3, although you can't see it, if I hover, we've got column 1 here. If I then go and hover across, it's now created a section here, so I can type column 2. And if I hover across again, we can type column 3. So it'll set up the formatting for you before you've actually put your text in. You can also use the turn into, which is really useful. So if I just go and select all of this text, and then click the 6 dots, turn into, and then we've now got columns here in our list. If I just go and click that, then straight away we've got those 5 columns all populated from the text line items. And lastly, we can also just go and use the Option plus or Alt plus if you're on Windows. So here, for example, if I just go to this text here, if I just go and press the Option key and plus, then straight away it goes and adds another column to the right hand side. So I can just call this column 2. So that's, just do Option or Alt and press the plus button, and that will add a column to the right hand side. So those are all the changes to the columns functionality. Then lastly, we've also got link previews. So some of you may be using some of the integrations that Notion has set up with apps like Jira or Asana. So I've just got a little trial one in here. So this is pasted as a mention, so I've grabbed the link from Asana, pasted it as a mention, and now it will pull in real-time data. So if I just go and hover over it, you get this lovely panel with a summary of the various details associated with that link. So you can see that it was updated 10 hours ago when it's due, but just by hovering over it, you can see the summary of the details. So those are all of the actual functionality within the Notion desktop and web app. There are also improvements to the mobile app. So if you do want to go and find out more about the speed improvements, then just go to Notion. You can just go down here actually. If we just go and click here, go what's new, and it'll go and tell you a little bit more about the improvements that they've made to the Notion mobile applications. But that's all I've got time for today. Do please go and hit the like button. Do go and hit subscribe as well. It really helps the channel. I will have loads more videos coming up on various productivity tools, including Notion and Asana. So do go and check out previous videos. Thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.